This is Tuesday, we're at the 29th. What's down there? 29th? 2025. I'm over here on the side of my property. This is the stuff that I have to put up with. This is Cecil thinking he's clever. He's got two buckets upside down. It's got Mary and Jesus pointed back towards my property. Of course, the beltway's all the way over here, so nobody else could see it. It's meant for my purpose of harassment, this continued mental anguish that he's putting upon me. And he thinks it's funny. He puts it, blows over, he stands it back up, and he puts this Mary and Jesus. He's got this open over here. He's got this little spot where he walks through, and he stands here and videos my property and calls me a faggot and a queer and a homo, and says I'm sucking on my mama's dried up titty. And little does he know, I'm fixing to put him in jail for conspiracy to defraud the elderly and racketeering. You see, he had my house torn down. My home was right here. I lived in for 34 years, and that was my grandpa's shop where that slab is. He made a deal with Jeremy Armstrong and Lonnie Glenn Smith to pay them. We wouldn't sell them our property, so he was bribing them $120,000 to tag my house for building code violations. We had the Hurricane Harvey and messed up on the FEMA stuff. We couldn't get any FEMA help. All I needed was my roof fixed. The house could have been remodeled, just like any other house. But he couldn't get what he wanted, so I get this continued harassment. This is what he does. If this falls over today, it'll be back up by tomorrow morning. And he thinks that's real funny. Look at that, pointing at my property. And this is all meant to torture me mentally. And he's just an evil person. These are my big, beautiful trees. It was right over my home. These things are probably getting close to 100 years old too. Big old, massive, too big old. And these are nice pecans too. They're the best two pecan trees I have. Need to get rid of that wisteria. But yeah, this is what I deal with. Mr. Cecil put this big building up next to my house. And then he ran into a parking problem, so he was bribing the mayor, Wagner, and the two dudes in code enforcement. He was, had the whole thing planned. He was going to build a mechanic shop, and then we're pretty sure Poteet was planning on putting their property, their record service on our property. Because when you look right over here, when you pull out of my driveway, I have two cut-ins. These cut-ins are worth about $500,000.